Imagine a future where you never have to brake for a toll plaza. The highway remains a smoothly flowing corridor from start to finish. But achieving that speed requires a trade-off. The government will track your car's exact position using constant satellite surveillance. This shift in India's infrastructure aims to fix persistent economic leaks and logistics delays, but it is also forcing a confrontation over national privacy standards. Despite FASTag reaching 98% adoption, our highways are still plagued by choke points. This line of cars sitting in static lanes proves that even with digital payments, physical plazas create a bottleneck that the current system cannot solve. To remove these delays, the government plans to eliminate the barriers entirely, moving to an invisible, spatial tracking system where drivers simply pay for the kilometers they use. The solution is Global Navigation Satellite System Tolling, or GNSS. It replaces fixed geographical toll points with a continuous, distance-based calculation. Each vehicle will carry an onboard unit, or OBU, on its dashboard. As you drive, this device locks on to Gagn, India's satellite augmentation system, to log your precise entry and exit coordinates on the national highway. This software calculates the exact distance traveled with sub-meter accuracy. Instead of stopping at a gate, the system tracks your movement in the background, automatically tallying the cost and deducting it from your digital wallet. To prevent evasion, the highways will be lined with gantries like this one. These enforcement cameras use automatic number plate recognition to scan traffic at full speed, ensuring that every vehicle is accounted for, even without a physical booth. It turns toll collection into a passive process, removing the need for a car to ever slow down for a financial transaction. GNSS tolling is an established global standard, already deployed across major economies with the backing of international development banks. In Europe, Germany recorded a 20% drop in heavy vehicle emissions with satellite tracking, while the EU recovers 15 billion euros annually. Pilot programs in China and Indonesia show similar strength, with operator revenues gaining 15 to 30% after eliminating physical bottlenecks. India is following this blueprint, with help from the World Bank and the ADB, which have provided $500 million in loans to modernize NHAI infrastructure. The global evidence suggests that satellite tolling is a highly effective macroeconomic tool for both cutting emissions and maximizing government revenue. For India, the scale is significant. Our 1.5 lakh kilometer highway network currently generates 64,000 crore rupees in annual tolls. However, leakage and evasion account for up to 15% of that total. Closing that gap with satellite precision could add an additional 6,000 crore rupees to the national treasury every year. The environmental savings are equally sharp. Eliminating the idle time at toll plazas is projected to save 500 million liters of fuel annually, worth roughly 1,500 crore rupees. This unobstructed flow is critical for the logistics sector, which carries 70% of the nation's freight. Removing the friction from truck travel lowers the overall cost of moving goods across the country. Because of these economic incentives, the government is moving quickly. Following a rules amendment in September 2024, Minister Nitin Gadkari set a target for 100% rollout by the end of 2026. For India, this transition is a multi-billion-dollar economic priority, resulting in one of the most aggressive infrastructure timelines in the world. Despite the official optimism, the ambitious 2026 deadline faces formidable logistical and physical realities. This chart highlights the hardware deficit. There are 300 million vehicles in India that currently lack an OBU. With a retrofit cost of up to 5,000 rupees per vehicle, the total price of adoption for the average citizen is a significant hurdle. The new technology also has major physical blind spots. In deep tunnels or dense urban corridors, the GNSS signal can fail, causing the tracking accuracy to drop to a 10-meter margin of error, making it difficult to build a correct vehicle in tight traffic. Critics also point out that FASTag already delivers a 90% time saving. They argue that the marginal benefit of satellite tracking might not be worth the cost of replacing a system that is already working for 98% of drivers. Between the cost of retrofitting the expansive national fleet and these tech blind spots, a seamless nationwide launch by 2026 remains highly improbable. The most difficult obstacle to this transition lies in the handling of the data itself. To use this system, every driver must agree to share their real-time location with government agencies and private operators at all times. Without rigorous, purpose-built data protection laws, this level of constant tracking creates an unprecedented surveillance risk for the average Indian citizen. The efficiency gains and fuel savings are clear, but the government's 2026 goal depends entirely on whether it can convince the public that their privacy is a fair price for a faster commute. Ultimately, we have to decide if the convenience of an open highway is worth the cost of absolute digital tracking.